How's it going, you wonderful people? It's Jay, and E3 is just a week away. Nintendo will be showcasing incredible games as part of the big Nintendo E3 Direct. And in today's video, we're going to be checking out our predictions for what we think Nintendo will be showcasing in just a week's time. So, strap in and let's do this. Only a few months ago, which feels like forever, Nintendo showcased a big Nintendo Direct to start the year. We had loads of incredible announcements, loads of new Switch games, but there were a few things that were missing. Like Zelda's big 35th anniversary, Metroid's big 30th anniversary, a big blockbuster Mario game. Where are all these games? We think that Nintendo may be pacing it out throughout the year, spread all those announcements. So in today's video, let's have a look at what we think Nintendo will be showcasing next week. We've said it in a previous video and we'll say it again, Zelda 3D Collection. Nintendo have been super quiet on the 35th anniversary, and two Wii U games that seem like likely Switch ports have been missing so far. Zelda 3D Collection with Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD makes so much sense, especially for those that didn't own a Wii U. The games are good to go and would be a legendary and epic way to celebrate 35 years of Zelda. With so many Battle-Royale games coming out, from the sadly departed Super Mario Bros. 35 to Pac-Man 99, how about a Zelda Battle-Royale? Nintendo could use small little dungeon rooms where you fight hordes of enemies to be the last Hylian hero standing and claim the Triforce. The framework is already there with the classic Zelda dungeons. Maybe they could use Link to the Past, or maybe the original Zelda game as a base. Throw in 99 other Hylian warriors and let the chaos ensue. With the animator of the Castlevania series, David Howe, teasing a Zelda anime series, could we finally get a gritty Zelda animated adaptation? Nintendo have already explored tales from an expanded Hyrule with an awesome manga series. It's action-packed, it really brings out these incredible characters from across multiple different games. Link's Awakening could be a suitable contender for an anime, with the Dreamy Island being a neat little self-contained series. If something is happening, could we get something that looks as great as this fan animation from YouTuber Youyang Kong? Where is Metroid, you may ask? Samus has been tucked away within deep, dark caverns on Planet Nintendo for years. We've had confirmation of Metroid Prime 4, but that's about it. One card that Nintendo surprisingly hasn't played yet is Metroid Prime Trilogy, a collection of 3 of the finest Retro Studio projects released on the Wii over a decade ago. These could easily be remastered and spruced up for a re-release on Switch to introduce newcomers to the Prime series, and also to tide over long-time fans waiting for something new. When Nintendo announced Miitopia earlier this year, fans went crazy for the Mii-driven RPG brawler. There is so much love for Nintendo's Mii games that Tomodachi Life deserves to make a big comeback. Whenever we've done prediction videos or TikToks, there's always been comments about Tomodachi Life, we want Tomodachi Life. A spruced up sequel with new features and even an online space for friends to share and live together would be a neat way of keeping everybody connected on Switch. It's almost been 4 years since we've had a new 3D Mario adventure. Odyssey was a fun little experience, but seeing our plumber return to a free roaming design. Lots of fans have been expecting a sequel based on a similar setup for years. Surely something fresh must be brewing up at Nintendo HQ. Could Nintendo finally be dipping back into the world of Super Mario Galaxy? The space adventure always comes up when we talk about favourite Mario games, and a sequel must happen one day. Either way, a new 3D Mario game is likely and would be a great way to wrap up the year. Super Mario Party hype! This little Switch game disappeared into the wilderness last year, but has seen a massive resurgence with a new online feature. Whilst it's not perfect, the game is a neat throwback to the classic Mario Party games we all love. Nintendo do love a fresh party sequel, so Super Mario Party 2 wouldn't be out of the ordinary. Bigger boards and maybe some classics and improved online features would be great for Mario Party. That said, they just released a recent free update, so it seems more likely that paid DLC would be underway with these new features. Speaking of DLC, what have Nintendo's Mario Kart team been up to in the last 6, 7, 8 years? We've had Mario Kart Tour on mobiles, but nothing else. Whilst racing around on these gorgeous tracks is always great and always fun, the game does run the risk of growing a little bit stale. it's still selling by the bucket load, with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe being one of the Switch's best sellers of all time. It just sells. It perhaps wouldn't make much sense to really jump into Mario Kart 9 just yet, but Nintendo may want to keep the game fresh and fueled with loads of DLC. Maybe even taking a leaf out of the tour handbook and having regular updates just to keep things fresh. Bananas out. The Kongs are back. Donkey Kong games are super popular, challenging, and always a good old jungle romp. You've had Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze out in the last decade, so how about a fresh sequel on Switch? Having the return of classic Kong characters, new mechanics, new level settings, and maybe even a new art style would be a great way to keep the beat alive on the Kong universe. There's even rumours of a possible 3D Donkey Kong game lurking about. Maybe we'll see something on that as well. Speaking of reveals, could we see more on Breath of the Wild 2 and maybe Splatoon 3? I think both will make a brief appearance at E3, maybe as super short teasers to give us a little glimpse into these upcoming worlds, but seeing really fleshed out and expanded gameplay and a release date for both games might be a little bit too early. It's more likely that an autumn or possible winter Nintendo Direct would touch on these games. Nintendo could surprise us though, but maybe keep expectations low for these two games. Finally, Smash Bros. DLC! There are still characters to be revealed for Smash Ultimate, Fighters Pass, and E3 seems like the best place to showcase a new face. It's probably obvious, it's gonna happen, it's most likely. It's likely that will happen during E3, a glimpse at this new addition to the ridiculous huge roster of fighters. Could it be the rumoured Doom guy? Perhaps Rayman? So what do you think of our E3 predictions? Do you think they're likely, unlikely? Will some of this happen? Let us know your predictions with a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more geeky, more gaming and more Nintendo videos, subscribe. And before you move on to the next video, be sure to check out our exclusive merch, Geeky and Gaming Designs voted for by you. A huge thank you for all your support. Check out the link below. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the other side of E3. Bye bye.